Bam! What is up with the squad? It's your favorite RT with Uncle Tennessee's in the building with Coach Coleman. Coach Coleman, what's happening?
Take your time, what's the rush? Hey, ooh, you on the show with us today.
You are so funny.
Take your time, what's the rush? Hey.
Frank Wright, you're in the building. You are first. What's good, y'all? Coming in, running them lights up.
First. Take your time.
Miracle Rider for you. What's good? What's good?
I had to get that off my chest. That's been in my head for 2 days.
What's the work? These basketball games still on. What's going on, y'all? Come on in. Let's just talk some hoops.
God damn for you. All right, the sound has been in my spirit. It's been my spirit.
Let's just talk some hoops. Let's
go. I'm feeling better. You hear it in my throat? I'm feeling. Pause.
Yeah. I can tell. I know you had a little cold. You had a little cold from the air conditioning last time we seen you. Glad you feeling better.
Yeah.
Trying to get a couple of things situated. 1 second, y'all. 1 second.
Yeah, All
right, there we go.
Well, my lazy eye got lazier. You know.
What's good? Mocha Latte 1. What's happening? Y'all going in. Y'all put up. Coming in the door. What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all pulling up, hanging out. Y'all, 5 of y'all do us a favor. Share the live out. Put a 2 in the chat if you read the Kiyomi McMiller article today. If you had a chance to read the Kiyomi McMiller article today. Bree Wayne, what's happening? Y'all put a 2 in the chat. Let me know if y'all had an opportunity to check out the article. By Brandon Scoop B. Robinson. Article. The article is Kiyomi basically opening up about her journey at Rutgers. Her journey, the Rutgers exit, her new start at Penn State, and her being ready to really show who she is. So I want to talk about. I want to know what y'all thought about it. You see some quotes. Okay, 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Coach, you got a chance to take a look at it. What did you think about it?
In today's world, the business. I mean, it's public relations. You got to justify some actions. What I'm concerned about is that there still wasn't any made a mishandle something wrong. It still wasn't any accountability there. So I feel it was more pub to kind of redeem or to pad it up, to doctor up, so we can move forward with the image. I think the business team was behind it. You're just asking me. I'm the outside looking in because I was very concerned about how the first thing went down with, with the quote on X and all that. So that leaves a question mark for me. And then you go to here, and I think what sends a flag of concern to me is when you say they weren't ready to win or they didn't have the purpose. I gotta kind of get through the fluff on that, read between the lines,
So let me ask you a question. I'm sorry, real quick. I just want to get some clarification from because you said you didn't see any real accountability, right?
Right.
Because we don't know what really happened. Should we see some accountability? When you say accountability, what do you mean in that area?
Even just accountability for your statements, for how you came about. You went about it like, hey, I could have went about it a better way. You don't got to say I apologize for what I said. Say, hey, could have went about it a better way. Wish the best to the program, but I saw some shade being thrown. If you read it, there is some shade.
What did you feel like was shade? Come on, coach. Let's talk about it.
They didn't want to win like I thought. We was mixing purposes and things like that. To me, you put some sugar or some honey on some stuff that stank already.
Was
Because
it
you know why?
necessary?
Wait, because you know why? Because when you were no longer playing, and then they got to WNIT, you start seeing the team come together and play well, have some success, and they had some success towards the end of the season without you on the roster. So to say a team doesn't want to win or say they don't want it as bad as I do, that's questionable.
Okay.
Because they show signs of desire without you. So that just shows implications.
Okay. So, okay. On the flip side of that, what do you think about Penn State as a school lining up with the goal, wanting to win, and all of that? Is that what do you think about that selection as the next school?
Well, I mean, I guess she's assuming people want to play for McMiller. I don't play with her. But the thing is, to me, if you're asking me right now, based on what they have a roster, it's about you being the one, you being the it in the bag, in the business side. So right now, because I don't see a roster that says you're gonna be in the top 5 or even at 16 in the Big Ten. I don't see it unless something drastically changes.
Okay.
Because yeah, you want to win, but then you have a you have a love-hate relationship with defense. You know what I mean? You got a touch and go relationship with defense. Well, defense comes with winning. They go hand in hand. So scoring doesn't win games. Scoring gives you some success in the conference, but win championships and conference championships and regular season championship is defense. You got to stop somebody. That's my Coleman box there. I'm off, but so just make it work for me. I'm feeling better. I ain't got the snuffleupagus. My lazy eye getting open again. So I'm seeing things.
Do you think that when she talks about wanting to win and maybe her aggressiveness about winning maybe ruffles some feathers, how do you see that how do you see that shaking out?
Oh man, they coming for her, but that's gonna be you. Got to play Rutgers. They coming for you. They done add some seasoned experience to the roster, so I think they coming for her. They gonna come.
I like that she didn't lead the Big Ten.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that matchup to see how that shakes out, and I'm expecting, even though McMiller may be the marquee player because they don't have a superstar, quote unquote, at Rutgers right now, I think they're gonna bring some smoke for her, just because.
Okay, so and then let's talk about this because this is kind of where I was going. How do you choose a team that finished last in that conference if you want to win? Is it about being able to show that you can? Is it about being able to show that you can lead them? Right, like yo, I'm gonna show y'all that last year was totally not me. I'm getting ready to go in here and with the talent that we have around and that we brought in at Penn State, and we know that some people have left out. Her being able to, if she's able to go and take them, deep into the Big Ten tournament, win the Big Ten tournament, 3, 4. What does she have to do at Penn State for that to look like winning?
You finished last, right? So you got to get to the middle of the pack if you all that in the layup package.
Yeah, can she get to middle of the pack Big Ten at Penn State? Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think.
I mean, if we're gonna go say that's a goal, a standard, you say I'm her, and I can. So if she's saying about winning, that means you can make your teammates better by how you make your teammates better, how you show up in practice and push them in practice, not in a game situation. You get better in practice, how hard you go in practice should be tougher than the game. I still believe that is a philosophy I do
Sure.
agree with, and
Mm-hmm.
even the new younger coaches understand that concept.
Mm-hmm.
Your your joy should come from, woo, I'm at a game. I don't got to do practice. You know what I mean?
Right. You know, I mean, you hear players talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
Practice was harder. So does playing a lot of minutes, does playing a lot of minutes and scoring a lot of points equal winning, or just individual accomplishments awards?
Playing a lot of minutes, scoring a lot of points is just you can score. That doesn't mean it's going to turn into wins. If you don't have defense, if you can't stop the other team from scoring more than you, then that's the question mark right now with the roster you have ensemble at Penn State and adding Kiyomi. So, and then again, let's go back to, remember, the circle is small. Coaches and athletic directors have their own circle. So, did certain people didn't want to touch her based off of the communication that was passed on?
I didn't hear anything like that. Like
You
we
don't
had
have to
Instagram
though.
posts. We had Instagram posts. We had her not playing anymore for the rest of the season, and then she was in the transfer portal.
Yeah, but in the
And
coaching
and really, she got in the transfer portal a little bit. I expected Kiyomi to be the first person in the portal, right? I wanted her to try to work it out with Coquise, but after she didn't finish the season, I expected her to be the first one in the portal, right? So, I'm and you're a spoiled brat. You saying that it was either Penn State or St. John's for her. I don't know if those were, I I don't know what other choice, what other school she was looking at, but I'm I'm stunned that it's Penn State. I'm stunned. Yeah, I'm stunned. I didn't see it coming.
So from the outside looking in, nobody else was willing to to entertain the parent and the agent. You got to look at that on top, of that personality circus. Is that
Well,
something that you
well,
want to endure just because?
if that's an issue, right? If that's an issue, then I'm hoping that as Kiyomi is taking her time away from basketball, that those things are being addressed. Like, if all of those things were going, if that's everything that was going on, then what should have been taking place was like a rebrand, right? Like we should have been
Right.
rebranding everything, everything, right? And so I saw some more pictures out. I saw the announcement. I saw her with Leonard Ellerby. Um, I saw them do some pictures. So I see him, you know, doing some more things as far as like marketing and branding,
Right.
but I'm still stunned that it's Penn State. I'm,
To me,
goodness.
that should give you some nonverbal communication of why it's Penn State. I mean, it should speak for itself.
And y'all help me understand who is at Penn State now, because I know Gracie left. Who's at Penn State? Y'all help me out, because or did they get somebody out of the transfer portal besides Kiyomi? Because it's not gonna be like it's anything different. Like for the most part, until things went awry, right?
Right. Right.
It was her team, right?
That's right.
That was her team.
That's
So
it.
it wasn't like she needed to go someplace where it could be her team. This was her team. Okay, you said nobody is there. Okay.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Your dad was a
Mm-hmm.
coach. That's fine. Young adult, college, parents, let the coaches coach. If you love them enough, you let go. You have to mature. And I'm not putting jackets on me. I'm just saying, from what we've seen in public, there's a part of the thing called maturity from parents and maturity from players as well, and professional and professionalism from your agent. And so when
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a questionable agent or a questionable methods of branding, and I'll say questionable from the outside looking in. I'm not giving jackets. I'm going to say from my observation, sitting from this seat, then you get what you get. You get to this point where you're at, and you get to Penn State because the consequences of actions and decisions that were made and things that you weren't willing to do or acquiesce. So if Coach Queese is still there and didn't lose a job, obviously a coach was towing the line for an ethical reason. Obviously, there
Okay.
was some ethics behind it.
Okay. I didn't think about that. Do we think that there and I didn't follow Kiyomi that closely when she was before college. Do we think that there are AAU players or former players that she played in high school that are coming to Penn State with her?
I mean, it's still young. That could still happen.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Or that may be in the transfer portal? Let me
Right.
know.
I mean, because they could still transfer her. Get the portal's closed, but they're in the portal. Yes, that can still happen. But I don't think they're making them a dynasty. I don't think it's going to be enough to make it like this overnight sensation because you still have to build a program. I don't care how much an NIL is, you still got to build a program by what? Skill set by skill set, player by player, relationship by relationship, and recruiting class by recruiting class, and transfer by transfer. That's my box today.
Right. And so I guess what I'm trying to figure out and understand is like I'm still, like I said, stunned at Penn State, and then what's there, and then you was hoping that ADR and Kiyomi would have both went to Cuse. That might have worked. I mean Penn State, so it's just like
you the big fish in the little pond.
I guess okay, there's that, but I guess my concern is the development that we need for her to have to be as successful as she can be at the next level at Penn State. Do we think maybe that this is just a pit stop, and she'll have part of her journey here at Penn State and then go somewhere else, or
right? So clean your image up, have a good successful year, and then somebody pick you up next season. Great possibility. I like that. I like that. Thank you for putting that out there. I mean, that's part of business, isn't it? And when you want to get to a better job, you shine at the job you don't like.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, you gotta, my thing used to be on a new job to go in and do, because when you go on a new job, all of the stuff that they give you that's not on your regular job description is everything everybody else hated. It's the one thing everybody else hated off their desk.
Right.
So my thing was always going to just make those the coolest things to do. Now y'all want to do it too? No, I don't want to do it now. You know what I'm saying? I got it. Don't worry about it.
Right.
So I guess my thing is for her going there. Do we see some development that can happen there in the next year? I don't know a lot about the coaching program. Do we see an opportunity to really win there? Because I don't want her to be in a situation where she spends a year not developing and losing for the season.
Well, I mean, development is not always on the coaches. If development is about you putting your work in and seeking development too. So working on your game essentially is an individual choice and applying yourself too. So the coaches are not mandated to give you anything. Is whether you want the development, and then if they don't have it in their program, then they outsource it or get you to the resource that you need because you want to get better. So that's a mutual relationship, and getting better. A coaching staff is not going to beg you to get better. They want you to want to get better, and then they're going to make it work for you.
But we do we see assistant coaches on that staff that can pour into her? Yeah, that has what she needs. That can pour into her for what she needs to get to the next level. Do y'all know anything about the coaching staff at Penn State? I looked at them. I don't know. I didn't recognize any of the names.
It's pretty bland.
I'll pull them up and tell y'all if y'all want me to, but I don't know a lot about them.
It's pretty bland. It's pretty bland.
Y'all know I always like to have some way too early type fun. So y'all know I always like to have some way too early type fun, and I like to put Coach Coleman and the co-host on the hot seat.
Man, you make that Coca-Cola look so good. I don't know why. I don't even drink Coca-Cola, but anytime I see you drink Coca-Cola, I want to stop by 7-Eleven on the way home and get a Coca-Cola.
Now, if I go to a 7-Eleven, I don't get a Coca-Cola like that. I get a Coca-Cola Slurpee. But I digress. Anyway,
I remember.
I saw today that the way too early 2026 bracket is out here, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Coach pick the champion for next season. We're gonna go through the bracket. Why not? Why not? I'm missing college hoops anyway. And until the WNBA camp opens on Sunday, you know. So we gonna pick. we gonna pick. We gonna have coach pick. We gonna have coach pick the next the next champion.
Wait a
ADR
minute.
from
Did we
New
just
York and
the
Kiyomi East Coast.
WNBA too? Like,
I'm waiting on, because the WNBA ain't gonna really get to
ain't gonna,
although I seen
yeah,
we start cutting people already. I seen one person at least got let go before they even got the camp. So
yeah,
Las
they not
Vegas,
been yelling.
Becky on demon time. But we'll be able to talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, ADR's from New York, Kiyomi's East Coast, black female coach. Thought that would be a good look and reset for both. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I also need to pay attention to what's going on at Georgetown because I believe the Twins are at Georgetown. Is that right? Georgetown?
Yep,
We need to check on that.
Summer in India, Georgetown.
So, y'all tell me, who do y'all think are the overall the four number ones going into the bracket next year? Going into next year's bracket. Let me find this thing too, Coach. You ready? Get on the hot seat because some of these schools
ready.
I don't know nothing about.
I'm ready.
I have no idea about. Okay, let me see. Y'all tell me who y'all think the four number ones are.
The four number ones:
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, UConn.
Mm-hmm.
I can't put USC because they not.
I ain't playing. The bracket is up already. I am not playing.
Yeah,
Pull it up. Pull it
I've
up.
got
Oh,
UConn.
so excited. Oh no,
I think
let me get y'all.
I think they're gonna add
y'all the link.
Texas.
Texas is one. Yes. Yeah.
So I need one more, right? Got Texas, UConn, South Carolina, and it's probably gonna be some weird one. It's not gonna be USC or UCLA.
No, it actually is. It actually is.
UCLA.
Yeah.
They crazy. So we got UCLA, Texas.
Yeah, they're gonna link right there. They're gonna link right there.
UConn.
So here's what they say. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. I just gave you the link to the wrong one. Hold on. My bad.
Oh man. Take your time. What's the rush?
Okay. This is what they got. They got top overall seed. Us.
Michelle, they're gonna need Jesus on that team, Michelle.
They got Virginia Tech as the first team out. Stanford last team in.
Stanford last team in. I think they're gonna get in this year. I think this is gonna be the start of them getting back to consistency. I think it's not gonna be pretty, but I think they're gonna walk over, but they're gonna limp back into NCAA.
Okay, hold on.
Like that.
Here we go. Hold on, let me.
You ready?
Yep. Let me go back. Let me make sure I got the article up too, so I can tell y'all what they saying real quick before we have you pick this thing. So they got first look at the 2026 has familiar teams on the top line: UConn, UCLA, South Carolina, Texas, number one in our first projection for the 2026 bracket. Okay. All right, now let's go through it. And this is Fort Worth and Sacramento. Fort Worth and Sacramento are the regions next year.
Okay, Texas, Fort Worth, and Sacramento.
Yep. Okay, so did I tell you? I told y'all right? Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so you see the bracket. Let's go through it.
All right. Go Texas Southern against Minnesota.
Woo! They got Duke at 2, Vandy at 3. All in our bracket too. Louisville 2, Baylor.
Oh, that's on purpose, but that's not.
You said 2 teams in this way too early number 1 seeds is a pick 'em, and it ain't SC or UConn. It ain't.
Right. Is a pick 'em.
Let's have some fun with it. So you got South Carolina and then Texas Southern or Fairleigh Dickinson. Ooh, Well,
No, you got Texas Southern. I'm going with Texas Southern over Fairleigh Dickinson. Even though I got to go with my HBCU over Jersey, over my home state.
so you taking Fairleigh Dickinson, okay? And so then you got Fairleigh Dickinson in South Carolina.
Yeah. No, I would say no. Texas Southern in South Carolina. That's what I said.
Okay, and then who's your pick? Who you picking in that game?
South Gamecocks.
Okay, Gamecock. All right. And then you got Minnesota, Virginia.
I'm going Virginia.
Why?
They got some transfer. They gonna be playing much better.
Hey, so Virginia is where Samaya Smith is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Samaya Smith, some SEC player. Okay, South Carolina, and then who you taking in that game?
I'm taking South Carolina because they ain't gonna have no post play. Besides Samaya, they ain't gonna have no work for the trees.
So Louisville Fairfield, that's interesting. Louisville at 5 too, especially because Louisville lost a lot of they lost their size in
I don't see Louisville being a 5 unless something miraculous happens. But I'll go with it.
Why you being like that?
Your twins not even there, so I mean.
No, my twins wasn't at Louisville. Anaya Hardy's at Louisville. She's still there.
Hardy. Okay, I thought it was a different.
And Tajana Roberts is still there. But I was surprised because Arenas got in the portal. I think Randolph stayed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Louisville's gonna be interesting. And maybe they still pick up some people out the portal. So Louisville Fairfield, who did you take?
I'm gonna go Louisville. I mean, it's a strong ACC is a little bit stronger than the MAC.
Hey, Baylor at 4. How do you feel about that? Because that's Johnny, right?
I think if Talia Scott is healthy and playing, I think could be legit.
Don't forget about see ball, shoot ball, make ball.
Yeah, I think it was 3. Wasn't it 3 from Auburn that came over eventually?
I don't know. So you saying Baylor is the new Auburn? And is that what you're saying?
That's right.
It's interesting. South Carolina will not get number 1 seed, nor UCLA have 1 seed. Oh okay. Man,
you entitled to your opinion.
Good thing this is the way too early discussion. So Baylor, Kent State. I don't know what to think about Kent State.
I'm gonna go Baylor. Kent State flashes. Everybody know that's their thing. They're the flashes, and everybody know that Kent State flashes.
Louisville. So then you took Baylor. Louisville, Baylor. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Baylor in this one.
Really?
They got
the
more
new Auburn. Okay. And so then Baylor, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
But Baylor with a little SEC experience.
Yeah,
on the coaching staff.
But you got the you don't see the RoboCop look in Joyce Edwards' eyes.
Oh yeah, I'm not worried about us. I'm just saying. I'm looking at Baylor. I'm looking at Baylor trying to advance. Trying to improve their program out of the transfer. And I'm also just looking at like this kind of gives us an idea of at least what ESPN thinks about the moves that these teams have made so far, right? Based on out of the transfer portal and who they got coming in. So Washington is a team that I'm really excited to watch play this next year. Columbia and Stanford. I might lean towards Stanford right there. I might lean towards Stanford getting in there over Columbia, but what do you think?
My sister got a master's degree. My nephew got a bachelor's degree from Columbia. So I'm going to go ahead and root for my family on that one. I'm going to go with the Columbia Lions.
Wow. Okay. And so then the Columbia Lions versus the Huskies, Washington of Washington.
Huskies. You gotta have a playing upset somewhere,
Okay. So you take a Columbia over the Huskies in the upset?
No, Huskies over the Columbia.
Oh, wow. Huskies over Columbia. Oh, I thought you said upset. That's what
I said. No, you got to. I'm talking about the playing game. Columbia.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Vandy, Western Kentucky, and this is Vandy now with ADR and who else is there? Michaela Blake's now.
I think I think I think West Kentucky is the
Somebody left.
Hilltoppers.
Ayana, I think Ayana
More
left, right?
more or less, yeah.
Man, this was I didn't make this up. Michelle, this was given to us.
Right.
To us. I didn't make this up. This ain't believe me. This ain't what Cess would do. I don't know half of these teams, but yeah, we gonna have this discussion because and part of this too, like I said, is it's letting me know where they think teams are based on what they did out of the portal and their recruiting, and what it gives us some ideas of what narratives they're gonna be pushing too. So, Vandy and Washington is that to me that's must watch TV because you got Sellers there, you got Howell there now. You got the player that came in as a freshman to play with how Washington already was playing SEC teams tough anyway. So Washington, Vandy, what you doing?
Man, that's gonna be. I feel like that's gonna be down to the last possession because they play similar, even with their transfers in. Um, I I say Washington with an upset.
Washington with the upset. Wow. Okay, coach. Let's get. I like it. See, this is why it's too early. We get to have these too early conversations. So now Kentucky, Whisperer, and Marquette.
I
Who
don't
you
know
got right
what
there?
Marquette has. I know they have some transfer in. Marquette is in the Big East.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have much confidence in that. I can't remember where Marquette finished in the
Mm-hmm.
Big East.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give Kentucky. They're gonna play if they're the 7th seed. They're gonna be at home, so I'm gonna give them the first game at home. But it seems like they struck.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like their roster, the depth of their roster, struggles with that second game. They can't get out that second.
I mean, because the second game is going to be the winner of Duke, Maine, right? And that is
Right.
who? Who you got there?
I'm gonna go Duke. I don't
Really?
think.
Okay.
I don't think the
In the chat,
Catamounts.
y'all tell me, do y'all expect Duke to be able to play the same level of defense that they played this last season based on the changes that were made? I'm surprised that they still too. Because they lost a Lucci, and then they lose one other player. I mean, Fournier is still there though. Fournier is still there.
Right. Right.
Okay, so
Jackson
Duke,
is still there.
Kentucky. Duke versus who you got?
I'm gonna go Duke with the defense. I believe in Wade Carroll Lawson teaches defense, and I believe she's gonna have them ready on defense. So, not a Carol Lawson fan, but I
Okay.
do say she puts a great effort into defense, and they got good scouting. They had good scout. I mean, it was a hell of a scout job all tournament by Duke. So
Duke,
you got to give
okay,
it credit.
since we talking about Duke too, y'all, do y'all expect Toby Fournier to have a breakout season next season? Do y'all see that coming from Toby next year?
If she get in the weight room,
Okay. I mean, that's not a lot to ask. I mean, to me, if you get as far as they got in the tournament, you're in the weight room right now because you want to win, right? Like, so my expectation would be that everybody's working. You think that they'll play the same, but I don't see them as a 2 seed. Chicago Cheetahs say I don't expect Duke to play the same way, maybe worse. Wow, what worse just because of the loss of the talent? Uncle Latte, you say yeah, think they playing the same. And then who did you take between Duke and Kentucky?
I'm gonna lean into the confidence of how they teach defense at Duke. So I'm gonna go with the consistent teaching of defense at Duke. I'm gonna go with Duke.
And then Duke versus Washington.
I'm gonna go Duke. I took a pause. I'm not a believer, but I think Washington got. I think they are so much one player away from like who is this? New team. Who is this? When teams move in silence, it's scary hours, and they're one of those teams.
I
I'm just
got it.
saying.
I see y'all in the chat too. I see that the round one just ended and Shedeur Sanders was not drafted. I see that breaking news. I see that. Yeah, we can talk about that too. Let me know in the chat why you think he hasn't been picked yet. I think he was projected to go to the Steelers. Were they talking about Shedeur to the Steelers? Sanders undrafted is nasty work. Okay, coach. You took Duke over Washington?
Yeah.
For a rematch of Duke, South Carolina. Who you got?
I think South Carolina is going to be better offensively, how they play. And so I don't think Duke is going to be ready for that. They're going to, it's going to be well scouted, but I think they're going to have better offensive skill sets, not, in more ways to score. And if you have a healthy Ashley Watkins along with, the McCare and the Joyce 2.0 and Tessa, Raven, Latson, woo! That's gonna be you thought you had a head scratcher at your scout last year. People definitely gonna be scratching their head at this year's scout. Wait a minute, is it Latson? Wait a minute, is it McCare? Wait a minute, is it Joyce? Wait a minute, is it is it Tessa? Who do you scout for? Like who do we focus on? I mean,
Right.
Here's the thing about scouting, and I'm gonna move on. You have to what a scout is. You're choosing to go after this offensive. You think produces the most offensively. What you think, and so you can go and shut down, not decrease that player, but then you could be very wrong because another player can go off, and so that's the scary thing still about South Carolina. You're gonna try to decrease 1 and 2 players, but then you got 5 and 6 coming at you. So,
Oh yeah. This is our way too early discussion. We're gonna have this discussion again, Michelle, for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean this is
But
fun.
I see a different. I see a comment in the chat. I'm gonna shift gears here for a second. Shedeur wasn't drafted because folks are trying to humble him, just like Lamar. Humble him for what?
Well, he did the work.
Because of the what? Because of the way he celebrate? Like, yeah, come. Oh my gosh! In 2025, they still trying to humble people. I mean, I can't think of because the kid didn't go to Green Bay. Like, y'all tell me something about Shedeur. Tell me something about Shedeur. What do they need to humble him for? Why? Just because he's the son of Deion Sanders, because he's a black quarterback? Let me talk to me.
NFL
You think they trying to humble him for having his jersey retired? Well, let's talk. We could talk.
That's what they
We could talk about his jersey retired. So put a 5 in the chat if you thought his jersey should have been retired with Travis's. Put a 5 in the chat. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought he did too. Nothing but work. I don't follow the social medias and go all down the rabbit holes and everything about everything. So I haven't heard of anything off the field or even on the field that was crazy. Simple, he wasn't drafted because whoever drafts him will have to deal with Coach Prime, and they don't want to do that. Deal with Coach Prime in what sense? What? Let me know.
Yeah. Coach Prime is a professional. Is a professional coach and knows how to carry himself.
Well, Brad, are you saying he shouldn't have had his jersey retired? Let me know. And for people who didn't think he should have had his jersey retired, let me hear why. If it's folks in the chat that didn't feel like he should have had his jersey retired, let me know. Let me know why. It's interesting that he wasn't drafted, and then not to have to deal with Coach Prime. Like, first of all, Coach Prime got his own job. He ain't got time to be bothering nobody. Do y'all expect Deion to be like really hands on in Shedeur's career once he's drafted and signed? Mocha Latte, yeah, I'm asking him. Yeah, I'm gonna read the resume. I'm gonna read the resume, and the resume start with in only 2 years at Colorado. I believe he hold every record, or if not every record, like 98% of all of the Colorado quarterback records, touchdowns, yards. And he did that. His records, the number of yards that this young man threw for, the number of touchdowns that this young man threw for, he did in 2 years. The other quarterbacks that's on the list up under him, it took him 4 to not get as much. I don't think Prime no helicopter parent either. Now, I think that Prime is coaching the college football team. Where would he have the time? Thank you. He got his own job. Plus, I don't expect Deion to helicopter Shedeur or Shiloh. I expect Deion to steer them away from pitfalls.
Exactly.
To be able to share what his experience was, but allow them to be their own men and make their own decision. He was his own man. I don't remember nobody helicoptering Deion when he was doing his thing. So you think that he was helicoptering by stating the teams he would want his son to play for? Because he's Deion Sanders and he played in the NFL, I think probably any parent, anybody who had somebody going in the draft had opinions about where they wanted them to play, where they wanted them to play. I thought he would go top 5 as well. I thought he would at least been the second quarterback off the board.
Man, it's the climate. Yeah,
so Shedeur's being punished because Deion said where he wanted his son to play. Archie Manning told the NFL, you better not draft Eli, didn't he? Was it Eli? Peyton? Okay, Peyton. My bad. Prime as a full-time, like he respects the game. He ain't going to be all in his business like that. He's a dad and will help his son on the next level. Right. Spoiled brat, tell me about the time you wanted to pack up and go to Green Bay. I mean, throw the party somewhere else if you want people to want to come. No, you're probably right. It probably was Peyton. I know it was one of them Mannings. It might have been both. I don't know. But having an opinion about where he goes to play, he didn't come to Green Bay. Y'all wasn't gonna give him enough tickets for his entourage anyway. So he goes in the second round because he didn't come put a suit on and walk across the stage for y'all. That's wild. That's wild. Is it because he didn't work out? I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. Now I don't know. Do y'all expect that Shedeur already know where he going?
Probably.
Point blank, he supposed to be top 5. We all seen him in Travis out there. Shit, yeah, you're right, real money. you ain't, yeah. There you go. Bingo. Archie Manning on line 1 saying where Peyton should go, and the GM of Denver used to be the quarterback at Stanford in Denver. Can't remember his name. He too said where he wouldn't want to go. Who you talking about, John Elway? Is that you talking about John Elway? I'm sorry, y'all. I know we wasn't even talking football, and we can go back to the. But my mind is blown now. That Shedeur wasn't drafted in the. I mean, okay, okay. He just posted. Who just posted? Spoiled brat. Let me know. Coach Prime. Oh gosh, what'd he say? Please share. John Elway threatened if a team picked him, he wouldn't go.
Right. You have that right. You have that right.
Mm-hmm. And they got the right to pick you, and then either call your bluff. Let's see if you stand on it.
You know, greatness come out of adversity. So
it does. But somebody share with me really quickly, ballpark. How much money did it just cost him not going top 5? How many millions of dollars did it just cost Shedeur not getting drafted in the first round?
And that's why they did. That's why they did that.
It was just too many. It's too much money to that one family, or what?
That's part of it. Yep. Thank you, Momac. Thank you, Momac, for talking about the different
Okay, here we
families
go.
in the room. Thank you.
Prime is black and the Mannings ain't. We know what it is. It's nasty as fuck. That kid's talent is big on him. Being passed over like this shows NFL's disrespectful. Well, yeah. I mean, this would have had them rivaling the Mannings as one of the first families of football, right?
Yep.
Putting his boys out there. So
You can't do that. You can't shine up,
So, interesting. This is sick. I feel this is wild. He played baseball too. He said he would go into the baseball draft if X team picked him. Who you talking about? John Elway? Shedeur had awesome numbers. He had record-breaking numbers, legendary numbers, legendary numbers, historic numbers that you retire a jersey about. You hear me? And I mean, listen, and that's not to say that there isn't parts of his game where he can grow, right? Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that about him. But for his body of work, unless they trying to penalize him because of the first 2 years he was at a HBCU. But I don't understand why his game wasn't respected. They turned Colorado around. Colorado had won like 4 games. They won 4 games the year before Deion got
It
there.
was one game.
One game, but then they won 4. Was that how it went? 1 and then 4, and then he doubled up and went to a bowl game. Yeah, Shedeur.
Before they got there, they
Shedeur.
only had one win.
And remember that first year. No, because Travis went too. Okay. Well, but the thing about Travis is this kid unicorn. Remember too that the success that Colorado had, a great deal of that was just off Shedeur's arm that first year because Travis went out hurt very early in the season.
Yep.
So the amount of game, a lot of that was just Shedeur standing in there. And man, that kid stood in there. He stood in there and took some licks, slinging that ball. This is mind blowing.
That's nasty work.
This is nasty work. This is filthy work.
Yep.
It is filthy work.
Intentional.
It's unbelievable.
It's premeditated. Premeditated.
You think it's premeditated?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's unfucking believable. And let me ask this, because Shedeur could have stayed in school, right? Did he have another year eligibility? He could have went back to school. Okay, see, just walking Memphis down like this. Do you see it happening? Just quietly, Momac. I see it too out the corner of my eye. I'm trying not to see it. Him and Ward look the most pro ready in all of college. It's got to be something else. Or Deion told him what team he wants him at. Okay. Well, I hope that he's able to use this as a motivation if he needs to, right? And man, go out there and sling that ball, kid, wherever they pick you at. Go out there and sling that ball wherever they pick you at. He said, no, Travis did. Okay. This game should have been over, Memphis. And here come OKC with 9 minutes left. This is crazy.
That's my man. My man's still on OKC. What is it? S what? What's his?
Oh, SGA. Mm-hmm.
SGA.
Okay, yeah, I don't watch the NFL.
SGA could go when he want to now, but he feel like
he ain't had to go. He ain't had to go. Everybody else been going. Let's see. I don't watch the NFL, but I do know Shedeur about the Lamar Jackson NFL. Like how disrespected Lamar on the draft, and look at him now. Oh yeah, that's what he said in his statement just now.
Make them watch. Make them play you. Make you watch.
Using it as motivation. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely gonna be motivation. He gonna have to get on this Tom Brady and remember every quarterback they took ahead of him.
Yeah, and bust they
and beat they ass every time he seen it. Ain't even nothing personal with them, man. It's about who didn't pick me.
Yep.
That's all.
Nah,
Man,
he should.
congratulations to Travis though.
Yes,
Travis
yes.
did go. He did go number 2. Congratulations to Travis.
Hercules.
Uh, Shedeur, man, this. Do your big one. Do your big one. Um, yeah, delayed, not denied. Man, go get it.
Yep.
He went down,
Yes.
but goodness, they had a
Good.
26-point lead. Yikes. Yeah, Ja went down, and you can tell how important Ja is. Oh gosh, man, Ja,
Oh, Ja
listen.
out. Ja hurt again.
What? Oh, hey, he fell. Did you see the fall?
I didn't get to see it. I'm sorry. I just
He fell nuts first
Oh,
from 3 feet in the air.
oh.
Listen, when Ja got up, he was taking his shirt off. He took his hair down. He was walking bow legged down. Hey,
He got fucked.
yeah, yeah.
He got jacked up.
Man, Ja ain't been back, man. I don't know, man.
Did
Hey,
somebody
Ja
clip him
laid
in
there
the
a
air?
minute. Listen, he laid there a minute, huh?
Did somebody clip him or something?
Yeah, it's caught him up under. It was kind of like what just happened to my man Jimmy Buckets. Kind of was one of those kind of falls,
Oh
but
man.
worse, because it was like, wow, man. Oh, it I didn't even know what to say for him, man. For real,
So that's concussion and everything.
I don't know if it was a concussion. He didn't hit his head. He didn't hit his head, bro. He didn't hit his head. He was in pain though. You could tell. You
That's
have to
crazy.
ask one of the guys about it.
Hip contusion.
Yeah, Jai's hurting bad.
It's more than a hip
Now
contusion.
it's a 3-point game.
Memphis can't
They was
hold
up
a
20. They was up
26-point
26 when
lead.
he went down. That's a 3-point game.
And you can't hold a lead. Y'all
Well, there
soft.
go SGA. SGA starting to do stuff.
See? I told you.
Wow. So I don't know how this will go in. It could be a wild ending. Could be an overtime. We, you know what? Here, we didn't ran out of time to even go back
you
to finish picking.
the bracket. You went
I'm
from
sorry, fam. My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. My apologies. The
take
Shedeur disrespect. The Shedeur disrespect threw me off.
yeah, no, you
The
right.
Shedeur
You right.
disrespect threw me off.
It, that's crazy work. That's nasty, filthy work. It is.
It's just been so many crazy. It's been so many crazy narratives out there now.
From WNBA draft to NFL draft. It's
To
just
NFL draft to transfer portal.
mortal.
I see headlines like Kim Mulkey scores a win against Coach Don Staley with
He's pushing it.
anticipated potential announcement of portal signing. Like,
Yeah.
how does that equal winning a game or not? Like,
Like yeah,
tie
it
game,
takes a team.
tie game.
It takes a team to win the game, not one player.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it should even be. First of all, don't use her as no pawn like that. Damn it.
Right.
She had an opportunity to make a choice, and she made a choice. So let's not even play it like that. But I know that the narratives and the spins is gonna be out there on it. But
Right.
I hate this. I wanted the series to go longer. Yeah, look like they're gonna wrap this one on up. Look like OKC was like, you know what? Y'all don't even got to come back to Oklahoma. We're gonna go and leave y'all here.
Somebody took Jai on purpose.
No, I don't think it was on purpose. It was seriously an accident because dude slipped. And when he slipped, he bumped Jai, and it was just all bad from there. So I don't think it was on purpose, but goodness gracious. Jai, he came back and tried and shot the free throws just in case he could come back, but no thank you. He said no thank you. And they was up 26. So he probably was like, oh, we straight. But I don't know. They supposed to close this for Ja, though. They supposed to close this for Ja. I'm so sorry, fam, that I got totally off topic and did not finish the bracket picks. My apologies. We will make up for that at some point. at some point. Coach, what you got before we get ready to get out of here?
Oh, take your time, what's the rush? Thank you for being in the show with us, and be great in your preparation. Become excellent in your performance. Champion mentality is NBA playoffs, so we about to find out, and we finding out who's being great and who's being great in their preparation and becoming excellent in this playoff that we're watching unfold right before our eyes. Hey, change this world with one random act of kindness at a time. Be the change that you want to see, because you can change anything you want when you put your mind to it. Yes, you can do it. Do it. Do it. Get in your bag. Expand your bag, because you are the best. Believe you are the best. Right? You got the best, and the best is yet to come. I said all that. The best, better, best. And anyway, discover your why, explore your why, and work your why. Okay.
I know that's right. So y'all, Memphis look like they trying to go back up, but it's Memphis and OKC. It's Memphis and OKC. OKC is up 2-0. I appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with me. Like I said, y'all, I apologize for not finishing the picks, but
I
this
know.
Shedeur news. The Shedeur news is just
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Sponsored by, he didn't do it. Wanda's
Sponsored by
wings, wigs,
Wonders.
and bust downs. There we go. He gonna get his fade on Saturday.
Yeah,
Y'all know what it is. I'm in the mansion to finish this game. Until next time, y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. Run them likes up. We out.
Take your time.